Welcome to ATN Society Watch. This is a program where we ventilate societal issues, give them aggregate attention with a view to provide solutions that will benefit humanity. And on today's Society Watch, we'll be looking at a number of issues, starting with police extortion, rep condemn instant harassment of citizens by the security personnel, and on Mobad, Lagos police arrest Sam Larry as Tonto Iyabo plans for burial. From Abuja, FCTA against crushes over 470 motorcycles for illegal operation. And of course, I won't be doing this alone today. I have my co-host with me, Anita Obari. Thank you, Anita, for joining me. And our guest on today's conversation is for a lecturer, Department of Information Technology and Management from Captain Elechi Amadi Polytechnic, and he's also a Welcome back. From the short break, I'll introduce my guest to you. Of course, he is a lecturer from Department of Information Technology and Management from Captain Elechi Amadi Polytechnic, and he's also a social commentator. I'm talking about Dr. Weke Emmanuel Nyeka. Thank you so much, sir, for coming today. Good afternoon. All right, let's go straight to our stories for today. House of Representatives have directed committees on national security and intelligence, army, police affairs, and human rights to investigate allegations of forceful collection of 500,000 by some police officers on 8 July 2023 from travelers along Owerri-Onitsha Express Road. The decision is equal to the notion by Honorable Matthew Nwogu from Imo State, which was adopted by the House of Plenary, leading the debate on the notion titled "Need to Stop the Incessant Dehumanization and the Harassment of Police Travelers by Security Agencies in Southeastern Nigeria." Honorable Nwogu decried the incessant and continued dehumanization and harassment of road travelers in the southeast geopolitical zone of Nigeria by security agencies, especially by some police officers and army personnel who have preferred the act of extorting money forcefully from road travelers embarking on a daily journey to earn their living. He expressed worry that the weapon given to security agents to protect lives and properties are used by some scrupulous security agents to harass and dehumanize law-abiding travelers within the Southeast South geopolitical zone. The lawmakers also noted that a situation where citizens in the region are subjected to dehumanizing conditions for no fault of theirs and made to walk 4 kilometers is unacceptable. According to him, such situation further worsened the collaborative effort needed to checkmate crime and criminality within the Southeast geopolitical zone. The reports.
The House knows reports and growing instances of dehumanization, harassment, and extortion of citizens in the Southeast geopolitical zone by security agents estimated to be in billions of naira. The House is disturbed by the instant and continued dehumanization and harassment of road travelers in the Southeast geopolitical zone of Nigeria by security agents, especially by some police officers and army personnel who have perfected the acts of extorting money forcefully from road travelers embarking on daily journey to earn their living. The House is worried that the weapons given to the security agencies to protect lives and property are now being used by some unscrupulous security agents to harass and dehumanize the law-abiding travelers within the Southeast zone. The House is alarmed at the brazen manner in which travelers within the zone are forcibly moved out from their traveling cars and vehicles by security agents and are ordered to walk some kilometers with their hands raised above their heads, thus dehumanizing and portraying them as common criminals.
Now you've heard it for yourself. The rate at which police extort money in this part of the country, Nigeria especially, is not a new thing in our world today. And of course, at some parts in the Southeast, we have seen where security personnel will make citizens to start trekking a distance because, according to them, they're trying to put in security measures. And that is really not, is usually something to make noise about. And the House of Rep have come up to say that they're going to do a lot of investigation. Dr. Wake, I'm asking, are there plans to establish reporting mechanisms or hotlines where citizens can report cases of police extortion and harassment? Because it's not enough to say we want to do something. Yes, we know that about 500,000 was being allegedly extorted from citizens by police, police personnel, and of course the House of Rep have come up to do some investigation concerning this. But is that enough? Have they put measures, hotlines whenever this happens? I don't know if you have ever experienced that while you were on a journey, and then you see where the commercial drivers have to pay a penny in the name of offering. I don't know whether it's offering the call. I don't know if you have ever experienced that.
Actually, I've had the experience now. At one time, the police guy said I should show him my document. I showed him. He was still saying I should give him some money. I said, well, I think the only contest here is this car. So if I had joined the pedestrian, if I had trekked, he wouldn't have asked me to pay him. So I had to jump down from the car and ask him to go ahead and take while I continued. And so he had to call me back. So that was the experience I had with them. But this is another show of how sorry we are doing as a country. It's a pity that we find ourselves here. You see a situation where police officers will boldly, they even give the, what do you call it, the motorist stop some point and say, please, I want some change. And the man will have to change your 1,000 naira currency to lower denominations. I've seen it severally. If it's okay, wait, hold on, give me the money. You will now go and meet who they are calling their boss, who usually sits at somewhere away from the people standing at on the road. It's a sorry situation. What would they be doing on the road? Are you getting what I'm saying? So here in Nigeria, before CP or whoever, which officer will begin to sanction them, in the first instance, what are those men doing there? I don't actually understand what they're doing. What I saw in one of the countries in Africa was you see some low-ranking police officers on a bike, this power bike, a strategic unit of the road, and in some street. They're there on a bike, no rifle. I didn't see any with rifle. So I was just thinking that probably if there's any prompt, if there's any issue, they will have to run after, respond to emergencies or a crime event.
Is do a particular
probably to look for more foul means of getting means of livelihood, firming up what is not there. So how are they motivated? You see, we've heard recently that they raised the pay of police and the Nigerian army, but I don't think it's still enough. And how, apart from pay, what of other features of conditions of service, right? Where do they live? Which environment do they live? Even in the, what do you call it, quarters, what these police quarters and even this, have you gone to such places? You wouldn't want to live there. It's so rowdy, so unkept. And somebody you are nurturing that is supposed to attend to decent members of the society, living in such environment, will also act like that. So are they respected? Do you motivate the staff before you send them to the road? You see some of them, matters that will require mere correction, they get angry, even by you telling them, please, sir, where are they coming from? The background, like I mentioned, that members of their families are allowed to take
collect any money. They didn't take any 500,000.
They've not sent anyone on the road to extort money.
Which villages are they from? Where are they from? That you don't know that the Nigerian police collects money from everybody that passes. So that's what I'm saying. Now they're not saying the whole truth. So what I mean is that the IGP should invite, I don't know the hierarchy. Is it the ones they call IIG, the group?
Yeah.
The hierarchy, let there be a meeting. Let there be a high-level deliberation on this matter. Why are you putting them on the road? That is one thing. Are you at which point? Because those guys are not even with any high tech where you can call and the person picks immediately and then the control room response. Why are they on the road? That is what I'm asking. Because if you say that if anything happens to any of those guys, will you say you don't know where your staff is? Who sent him there? There's a duty roster. So how can they be saying that kind of?
But there is no concrete evidence to show. Do you think also will be able to get?
No, what I'm saying, persons are thieves, criminals, commonplace criminals in our villages now that they recruit to police. So you cannot ask somebody to drop his thief-free conduct just because you are wearing a uniform that the color is black.
So are you actually trying to say that the House of Reps intervention might not yield any result, positive result?
House of Reps, those people that make laws and their office is at Abuja. I don't like talking about it because right now nobody is feeling happy about what is happening in Nigeria. I don't know have they not been seeing these things? So which investigation? Are they going to call back those people? Yes, and we already have high-level fidelity crisis. Are they that a Nigerian politician is calling them? They will not go now. They will just better go and face their business because they will know not it has turned a bigger joke. Because what are they going to investigate actually? Is it that are they going to refund these people their 500K That's what we want to know. And if they want to do that, it's better left in the hand of the police hierarchy because they are the ones that has immediate knowledge of where their staff are. Do you understand what I mean? So what is Nigerian House of Reps going to do into the matter when police, that is the owner of the whole thing, has not come up to say, confirm that our staff has so amount of money? Where are they going to get those people? Will they attend to them?
Well, let's hope that they will be able to get a concrete result for the person affected. And let's look at our next story. The Lagos State Police Command has arrested the controversial Lagos socialite Balogun Eletu, aka Sam Larry, over an ongoing investigation into circumstances leading to the death of the singer Ilioluwa Loba, aka Mobad. The Lagos State Police Command Public Relations Officer SP Benjamin Haidoyin confirmed the development to our correspondent in a late Thursday night telephone interview. Yes, Balogun Elutu, aka Sam Larry, is now in our custody. He is currently assisting with the ongoing investigation, he said. The Punch report that the police has earlier invited Sam Larry and singer Aziz Fashola, aka Naira Marley, for questioning over Mohbad's dismissed. Meanwhile, famous Nollywood actress Iyabo Ojo and Tonto Dike has commenced ground preparations for the final burial of the late singer Ileoluwa Oladimeji Olaba, popularly known as Mohbad's body, for autopsy and deposit its remains at the mortuary pending a proper funeral, announcing preparation for the befitting burial for the singer in a Telegram live section. Iyabo and Tonto Dike arrived at a popular funeral home in Lagos, Ebony vowed to decide on the choice of caskets and to finalize a plan for Mohbad's final burial. If we go on and on and on, we'll hear a lot of story. And now, it is not a new thing that, of course, investigation is going on. But they brought Naira Marley, the person they were actually looking for. And he defended himself that he doesn't have hand in Mohbad's death. And now they're telling us that, what's his name, Sam Larry is in a custody. Do you think they will get anything tangible from this? And the second question I want to ask, we have Sam Clough, I think that's his name, posted something on Instagram.
Stories. And last time they said they were tracking, he was injured or assaulted. And if assault is a criminal offense, he's an adult from what they release about his age, not below 27. Why didn't he go to the Nigerian police at the point he was assaulted? From
he
all
petitioned
those
to the Nigerian police.
So the petition is still with Nigerian police. So let them continue to track it up. And then let's have a final, conclusive, absolute statement from Nigerian police. They are the only people competent, the only institution competent to, make comments on matters relating to life. You understand? The life of a citizen is gone, and there is a suspicion around his death. So it's only the police that is competent to come and tell us that this one happened and this one did not happen. Until they do that, every other thing is a guess, and we will not rely on it. It's hearsay, and we will not count on it. So on the issue of donations, when people die like this now, he's a popular guy. He's just in he died in his prime. People out of sympathy might give money to those he's leaving behind. And I don't think there's anything bad in about that. If they say, okay, you are going to take this money and is it to the mother or whoever, provided it doesn't also cause problem in their own family, Mohbad's family, So provided it is kept in safe hands, and we hope that the child grows a responsible member of Nigerian citizens. Kudos to such philanthropy.
But when Mohbad first died, and even up to this moment, there's been this social media campaign, justice for Mohbad, and all that. But talking about the fact that Tonto Dike and Iyabo Ojo are already making preparations for funeral when investigations are not concluded, and
around their action, we may never know until after Mohbad's burial.
All right, we hope we will know their action, the reason for their action after now. Let's look at 170 motorcycles impounded for operating illegally in the capital city, Abuja. The motorcycles were impounded by the task force during an operation that began from the car wash bus stop, Labway through Gosha Bill Clinton Drive, Treadmore Estate, Igberi Junction, and Kobwe. The news agency of Nigeria reported that over 400 motorcycles were earlier impounded and crushed on August 31st during a similar operation for the same offense. Mr. Obatopun Yan, Secretary Transportation Secretariat, FCTA, told journalists during the exercise that the decision to crush the motorcycles were in line with the provision of the law. Yan warned commercial motorcyclists to limit their operation to designate areas, stay clear of the city centers, and stop constituting a security threat in the city. He explained that there are areas designated for different kind of vehicles, during adding that commercial motorcyclists are not allowed to operate in a suburb. This season, taking this motorcycle bike from these people, of course, it's not a bad thing, according to what the secretary said, is within the law. But won't this increase criminal activity in the state?
No, the point is that at this point now we are talking, we don't know where these guys are, these people that they've taken their motorcycles. There are people that this motorcycle is the only reason why they are living. This motorcycle that will fetch the next meal for themselves and then for their children to school. And now the motorcycle is taken away. And they don't have any means of livelihood. Remember, we're talking about a place as Abuja, where you have the high and very high live, meaning that cost of living will not be as cheap, better than Nigeria. And then opposite the National Assembly complex, you will see bike men on home to take them home. And they have their lane, the lane where the bike operates. I also have, when I got this clip, I had to call my friend in UK and I have clips of vehicles allowed in London. And then I saw vehicles. There is minibuses that fly along those axes, highbrow axes in London. Now, what am I trying to say? My point is that if we have a government that is not people-centric, that other things motivate them apart from welfare of the people, you will also hear stories like this. You understand? And if we say that Nigerian politicians are Machiavellian,
like you said, this
part of the rules,
motorbike drivers are tossing for their daily bread. What about the law? There is a law.
I'm coming. Leave, which is it not Nigeria? Let's talk about